Welcome to Tamsguitar.com, and we will discuss some cool concepts in details. Then you will know why everyone should learn this solo. I am sure at the end of this video you will have ample amount of ideas to take your blues soloing to the next level. Please read the info of this video and visit my website. I have created a lot of soloing and theory courses which might be helpful to you. In case you are not interested in the concepts that I'll be talking about now, you can skip ahead to the note for note breakdown of this guitar solo. Cheers. So basically this solo is indeed from the future when it was written, and why we need to learn this solo. There are a couple of reasons for it apart from the techniques used, which is very important and cool. Obviously there's a very important concept if you are soloing in blues, that is the mixing of the minor and the major pentatonic. Point number one. So if you are basically not aware of this thing, then the logical way will be first analyze the minor pentatonic scale and the major pentatonic scale, and then once you learn the solo, try to figure out how this concept is being used. I'll talk about it while taking you through the solo. So in short, you can see minor pentatonic scale. This is the structure. So this is the sixth string and this is the first string if you are not aware. And the notes of a minor pentatonic scale are 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. So 1, flat 3, 5 is your minor triad, and flat 7 makes it minor 7, and 4 makes it an added 11th arpeggio. So basically this is a minor 7 chord or arpeggio you can think of. Alright, so this is the structure, and if you start visualizing it, you'll see a lot of things going on, and you should be aware while soloing that where is the root note and other notes at the intervals are present. So this is my structure of minor pentatonic, and now let us look at the major pentatonic scale. So major pentatonic scale has got 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. So we don't have a flat 3 and we don't have a flat 7, and additional notes that we have here is 2 and 6. So this is again, you can think of a major triad here. Just try and visualizing. See, this is a major triad 1, 3, 5, and here's a minor triad 1, flat 3, 5, and you have to be very tactical while using the major and minor pentatonic scale together in order to make it musical rather than making it sound like an exercise. So this is a perfect example of how you can use the minor and major pentatonic scale together. And I'll talk a little bit about some more concepts like the Mixolydian mode and stuff. So if you combine these two together, a Mixolydian mode is basically a major scale with a flatted 7. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 5. So let us combine these two, and a Mixolydian mode has got these notes: root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and flat 7. Alright, so there's another school of thought. I'll just introduce you to this if you're not aware. Otherwise, you can just think of these two and make things pretty simple and continue. So see, we have root here, we have root here as well, we have 2 here, so we have 2 here as well, we have 3, we have 3, we have 4, we have 4 here, we have 5, we have 5 here in both the cases, we have 6, we have 6 here. So when we are looking at it, this is there, 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 and this is there as well, and flat 7 is here. So once you superimpose these two scale shapes, you get a Mixolydian mode where blues uses some chromatic, because once you start using it, you have a 3 plus flat 3. So 3 here, you get flat 3, 3, 4, and if you are aware, of course many of you know that there's another note that we use, the blues note, that is flat 5. So here you get 3 chromatic notes: 3, flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5. And this is how you can, create your own solos and more techniques that are being used. So if you want to use those techniques, some cool slides and double stops. So double stops is, two notes being played together. So you can figure out on your own by looking at the structure. I'm talking about one shape only. Alright? In fact, two shapes, a minor pentatonic scale shape and a major pentatonic scale shape, are both present in a particular minor or major pentatonic scale. The position only varies. Alright? So this is how it works. And the thing that I was talking about, the double stops that you can use are here in a lot of places where you can do. So two notes you have to play in adjacent strings. So you have a lot of string groupings that you can make. For example, so when the solo starts, you can clearly see that this note was being used, this pair, the root and the fifth. So he was sliding from here, half step, and getting to the destination, a number of slides. So similarly, you can apply the same idea here also. If you have heard Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, then the same thing happens from the root and fifth pair to second and sixth pair. He slides. And again you can see, 3 and 5, and you have just next to 3 is your 4 and 6. In major pentatonic you don't have, but here you can look at it very clearly. So accordingly, you can create your own licks. And if you are aware of these shapes, and while learning some cool solos, if you analyze how the things are going on, then it adds to your vocabulary. Alright, so here, the common blues bend that happens, you bend the fourth note up a whole step. Alright, and you, with the help of your first finger, you play these two notes like this without the guitar. So this is how it happens. And one more thing, and while playing these bends, in the same solo, you can see that after bending it, he is using a number of notes which he is borrowing from the major pentatonic, the second and the sixth. Alright, so this is how you, once you start analyzing, you can play these solos. And when the slide comes, it goes back to the and when the slide comes, he goes back to the position before. So here, if you extend, if I extend this, what I get, if I'm just thinking of the major pentatonic scale, if the root is here, and here you have the sixth. Alright, so from sixth, if you plot the other notes, for example, this is second, this is fifth, this is root, this is third, and this is sixth again. So see, the same shape you get. So if you are soloing and if you are getting confused with the major and the minor pentatonic scale shape, what you can do, you can play a minor pentatonic scale from here that will give you the corresponding major pentatonic, and from here this same shape you play. I mean the minor pentatonic shape from here and from here. So you are playing two minor pentatonic scale shapes that are a minor third interval apart, which gives you both the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic scale. So here once he slides, so here he gets into that zone where the shape is of a minor pentatonic scale. So this is how you can use this solo to, add to your vocabulary. And I will ask you to do a favor to yourself, draw the major pentatonic, sorry, not the major pentatonic, draw the Mixolydian mode notes and keep the flat third in it so that you can spice it up. So in short, if I just help you out a little bit with this, so the Mixolydian mode has got 1, 2, alright. The notes that I'm adding externally, I'll just put a red colored thing. This is 3, alright. So I follow this: root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, flat 7, root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and we have the 6th here. Sorry, it's difficult for me to draw like this. Yeah. So this is your 6th. Alright. So now you can get the shape. It looks almost like a major scale, but instead of a major 7th, you have a flattened 7th or minor 7th. Similarly, you can continue this diagram. You can have your 2nd here, and you can have your 6th here already drawn, 6th and 2nd here. So this is your Mixolydian mode now, which you can use to incorporate different notes and create a different vibe. And the more you get experience, you need to know when you can use the major pentatonic and when you can use the minor pentatonic. So that's about it, and I think it helps. Take your time and make sure you draw these diagrams on your own, and then the things will be pretty clear very soon. It's in B flat, so it starts off with the major pentatonic run. Alright, so I'll switch off the overdrive. So this is how it starts. So basically you slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and this is the basic major pentatonic scale run, and then you play the 6th and the 8th on the 2nd string, and now the cool thing starts. 1, 2, 3. So basically it's a double stop, the root here and the 5th here, and you are sliding from half step below. So, and what you are doing here is 1, 2, 3. On the first beat you are picking, sliding, and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this is the count. So then, now if you can understand this, he's getting into the minor pentatonic from major pentatonic, So using the 6th note as well, which is part of the major pentatonic scale. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how you can think of the count. This is your 6th fret, 2nd string, 9th fret and 8th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the 6th. And then it goes to, after this, and this is a common move when you are soloing in blues. Here we have the minor pentatonic scales, flat 3rd, and you are playing the major 3rd, so flat 3rd to major 3rd. So this is a common move which you can use in your soloing. So this is 6th to 7th, either you hammer or you pick, then you play the root note that is on the 8th fret, 4th string. Alright, and then there's another double stop, and here if you notice, this is your 5th and this is root, and I use these two, only one finger, the 3rd finger, to slide, bar and slide. If you wish, you can use your third and fourth finger as well. So here, so you can play the flat 7 also. After this, you can play the 6th fret on the 4th string, and then 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, the same thing that you are doing here. So basically, now in order to understand the working, this is the same concept he's using. If you know the notes, it becomes very easy. This is root and 5th, this is root and 5th. So what you are playing here before, the same thing is repeated here on a lower octave. Alright? And then you play a slide from the, what is this? This is your 5th fret 3rd string to the 7th with the help of your 3rd finger, and then you play. So again, this is you're coming back to the major pentatonic. You're playing the 6th fret on the 2nd string and 8th fret on the 2nd string after slide, and back to the 6th fret on the 2nd string. This is a common blues move. After this, you slide from this note, 7th fret 3rd string, to the 5th fret 3rd string, and play the 3rd fret on the 3rd string. So basically, you are playing the major pentatonic scale shape, the shape 1, and then shape 4, shape 5, which looks exactly same as the minor pentatonic scale shape. Alright, so these things you need to keep track of. Alright, so then you play the 5th and the 4th on the 5th and the 3rd on the 4th string. So you need to visualize while you are doing these slides. So in your mind you can see this, and just split it up from here. Shape 1, shape 5. Alright, so it will take some time if you are new to it, but these things are very handy, it helps a lot. And then it comes back to, and here, this is a tricky bend, if you're a first timer. So what I'm doing here is, I'm trying to keep my thumb here so that I can get maximum support, and I'm rooting my first finger on the 6th fret 2nd string. I'm not moving my first finger. Make sure that you do the same, then it will help you. And with the help of your 2nd and 3rd finger, you bend the string, and make sure you don't release the pressure. You try it in your own way. This is how I do, and if you find it helpful, then you can use it. And here one more thing, while playing this, there might be some muting issues, so I'm using my right hand to mute the strings. So you look at my right hand. So after bending it up, I'm muting it and then picking it. So your right hand is acting as a switch on off. Alright, 2 3 4 5. So this is the number of notes. You can listen to the song. After this, again we are coming back to a point where we are using both the notes of the major and the minor pentatonic scale mixed together. This is your 5th, this is 6th and flat 7th. You can also think of Mixolydian mode. Alright, so after you bend, This is a cool bend, cool blues lick, very common, you know. What is being done here is you bend up a whole step, and also make sure, you know, if you are new, that when you are bending strings, make sure you slide and check whether it's in tune or not. For example, if it's a whole step bend, the sound should go from the 8th to the 10th fret. This is the sound, and you bend and check. Alright, this is how you can stay in tune. After bending, and again same thing, I'm muting it, you know, you have to be very, and then I'm, you know, sweeping it, barring across the 6th fret, the 5th and the root, that is the 2nd and the 1st string. And then I'm playing the 9th, 8th and the 2nd string, 9th, 8th and the 6th fret on the 2nd string. Alright, and then playing the same notes but on the 1st string, 9th, 8th and 6th. So I'll join this part. And again you repeat the same set of notes, 9th, 8th and 6th on the 2nd string. Alright, do it slowly, and then what you do, again this is from flat 3 to major 3rd, minor 3rd to major 3rd. Move, so 6th on the 3rd string, 7th on the 3rd string. And when you are playing this, then what you do, you are playing a major triad basically. So you pick this note and again sweep the same thing. So if you think of this, these 3 notes, this is a major triad. Alright. Again same set of notes from the mixed period mode, 9, 8 and 6 on the 2nd string. Then again the same kind of a bend we did before. You bend from the, you know, what is this, 4th to 5th. Alright, and again this thing is rooted, the 5th note, twice. Again you pick the 8th fret on the 3rd string, and then flat 3 to major 3rd, hammer on, and you finish it off on the root note. And this riff goes on. Slowly I'll join this. So this is the solo, and now you know what you can do from this solo. What we have learned a few cool ideas like double stops, and you can use your double stops, and you know the theory that I've taught you so far, you can use those notes from the scale and apply this, so you can further take it ahead. Looking at the major pentatonic scale shape, you can form your own groups on the adjacent strings, like we have this group, this group, this group, and we have and if you use your brain, you can come up with a lot of ideas. So here you have the root note. So instead of taking the root note here, you can take it here as well. And this is also same. You need to learn the other scale shapes as well in order to visualize this. And you can take these bending licks to a next level by, instead of doing this, see, you have a double stop here and you have a double stop here. So if you can take this, then you can take this as well. And instead of taking it like this, you know, second string, first string, what you can do, first string, second string, and bring it back. So this is how, you know, keep your brain open and be open to the ideas, and then you'll be able to play a lot of stuff. And one thing I was discussing before is, you know, if you are confused with the minor and major pentatonic in one shape, then what you can do, instead of playing the major pentatonic scale shape here, you can play a minor pentatonic scale shape from the third fret. So a minor third below the root, you get its relative minor. So this minor pentatonic scale is nothing but the major pentatonic. Shape wise you are playing minor pentatonic, but this is major pentatonic only. So if you are only comfortable with one shape, then no problem. If you play it from here, you know, B flat minor pentatonic scale, and play the same minor pentatonic scale shape from a minor third below, then you get the B flat major pentatonic scale. So this is how you can, you know, mix and match. And I hope this video helps, and I'll be back with more. And feel free to check the links below and visit my website and check out my courses if you like. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.